John Gaxi here with another episode of 10-Minute Real Food. Today I have another simple, no stove recipe for you, and it's chicken bruschetta. So stay tuned and join me in the kitchen. Alright, so another simple recipe. This is a really good one because especially when it's around the time that I like to have people over at my house, and so I don't like to turn on the stove, I don't like to turn on the oven because then they're coming over, it's going to be hot, and I live somewhere where it's very hot. So even in the springtime. So I'm going to start off with 4 tomatoes. And we'll get some basil here. That's probably good. And we're going to do some mint. We're going to rinse all of this. Some mint. Get a lemon. And so this is really nice if you want to make it for an appetizer or a meal for your guest. It's really easy. You can make it when everyone shows up. You don't have to prepare anything beforehand. And we're gonna take a knuckle of ginger. So I think that I have everything that I need to wash. Let's bring it over here. And get it taken care of in one fell swoop. Very nice. Now, one thing I like about this is that so bruschettas are essentially an Italian appetizer, but you can easily make this into a meal. So what I do is I chop the tomato, and you could also use a food processor, but I'm showing you how even if you don't have time, you don't want to take it out, you don't want to wash it, you don't want to deal with that, you can make it this way. Also, if you're making it for a larger group, then yeah, definitely I recommend a food processor. So just chopping the tomatoes in squares, like that. Lengthwise, and then quarter-wise. And the nice thing about this is that I add some mint. And actually, let me give this a whirl. Drain all that water out. I like to couple mint and ginger together. It gives it a really nice flavor, especially a very fresh flavor. And let me get the other tomatoes in here. This is so good, and also it's good for digestion. Mint and ginger are very good for digestion, so all around a really nice recipe. So as I mentioned to you last week, I want to do this challenge where we don't use the stove. But I also want to, and you probably already heard about it, but make this challenge where I need to lose some weight. I want to lose some weight. And I am challenging myself to do it by just using the 10-minute real food. So you have season 1, you'll have all of season 2, or most of season 2, and then you'll also have some tidbits that I'll share in social media that are going to help me get to where I want to get. So I wanted to lose about 20 pounds or 9 kilos for those of you who don't live in America. And I want to show you my journey within the next 5 weeks. Or I'm going to show you my journey within the next 5 weeks. As I've going to share on social media. So go ahead and join me there. All right, we're going to put the tomatoes in here. So I'll show you. And these are just little tomatoes on a lover's ripe. I like those. Whatever they're called. On the ripe. On the vine. Ripe on the vine. Then I'm going to add some lemon zest. Add some more freshness. And you want to make sure you wash that lemon. So you get those oils from the lemon. Gives it a really nice flavor. And then ginger. Grate some of that ginger. You want to make sure you wash that too. Oops. I don't want to add too much, but just enough to give it some flavor. And then we will add the lemon juice, and we will add some of the leaves, the mint and the basil leaves. Actually, I need a bigger knife. Let me show you what I do. This is what in the culinary industry they call this chiffonade. So you take all your leaves. I usually try to get a big leaf like this and cover it all up. This is my own style of chiffonade. You grab it all up, you basically make a wrap like this. And then you just chop it through like that. Be careful with your fingers. And of course you can use the food processor if you don't feel comfortable doing that. But I just wanted to show you something different. Less cleanup, less things to take care of afterwards. Squeeze the lemon. Very good. I'm going to add some olives. You can add capers if you'd like. I usually make this one with capers, but I'm going to make this with olives. Green olives. Gives it that nice tangy flavor. As I've mentioned to you, I like foods with tangy flavors. Now I'm going to toast my bread. This is a really nice a flourless sprouted 7-grain bread. The reason it's sprouted is because a lot of grains tend to be hard on your digestive system. They have something that a lot of our stomachs find hard to digest. So when you eat beans, you tend to have after effects. Well, this type of bread won't give you that because it's pre-sprouted. In other words, it's pre-digested. Okay, and meantime, we're going to season this. I'm not going to add any fresh garlic, and I'm not going to roast it because we're not using the stove, so I'm just adding some garlic salt. Some Italian seasonings, just a little bit. The flavors itself are so good that you don't really want to ruin it with anything else. A little bit of salt, hardly any. Some olive oil. Make sure I got everything. Yep. Stir that up. Look at that. Ah, smells divine. So this, make sure we get that ginger in there nicely. All right, let's dish it up. Let's get some of these things out of the way. So I have some chicken that I started on last night. I was hungry. And we're still waiting for our bread. Waiting. Ah, just in time. So I'm going to get some of this chicken breast here. And what I'm going to do first, in reality, will be my base. So you have your veggies in there, your seasoning, everything is happening. You can make a sandwich out of this, you can make it into an appetizer, you can put it on top of a salad, you can put it in chicken, obviously. You can actually mix it up too, that's another option. Wanted to show you. We're done with that. Now I need to cut it. So look at that. Good, you have yourself a nice little chicken bruschetta. It's so good. You have to try this. And you saw how easy, how quick it was. And all I have to wash is my board and my knife. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope you like it. See you next time. 10 Minute Real Food.